Yo.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? The Cool Geek here, and I'm at you with another video. Now, before we jump into this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. That'll help out a lot. Also, I have merch in the link in the description. Also, if you want to debate me, maybe you think I wanked SpongeBob, maybe you think I lowballed him, debate me in my Versus Discord. If you just want to hang out and chat, let me know in my regular Discord server. Maybe send me a friend request on Discord. I don't know. But on to SpongeBob now. He is a very controversial in the Versus community because, and also I haven't seen any real power scaling videos on SpongeBob. So that's what this is going to be about. Now, I'm just want to start off by saying we're not taking into account any of his absurd low-end feats or high-end headcanon. Like, we haven't seen any real limits on SpongeBob, so people try and give him the Saitama treatment and wank him to be like a limitless gag character that can just like kill anybody, right? And some people lowball him, especially in strength and speed, and say, like some people say he's not even bus level, and some people say he's like two marshmallows and a stick level strength, which are both feats that have been shown, but like those are like extreme low ends. Like, everybody knows how much I like Flash if you've been on the channel for long enough, and even the Flash has absurd low end feats. Like, one time the Flash was stabbed by Deathstroke, which is like peak. Deathstroke is basically peak human plus regeneration. Like, imagine a nerfed Wolverine. Like, seriously, that's Deathstroke. Like, Wolverine minus the adamantium skeleton, minus the claws. Just like Wolverine's healing factor, one eye, and, like, weapons that are not even that good. But, yeah, that's an absurd low end. We don't go with absurd low ends. And, like, the Flash's one time as a high-end broke through the Anti-Monitor's armor, which would be an absurd high-end even for me. And one of my friends, Death, calls me a Flash tard. So, I mean, even I can acknowledge absurd wank and extreme lowball. But, yeah, let's get into it. And I'm going to have these, like, clips playing in the background to keep you guys entertained, more so than just my voice. And they might not line up with what I'm saying, but these are most of the feats and statements I'm gonna show you, be talking about in this video. But yeah, so let's get on. We're gonna go with base SpongeBob first, and then we're gonna go to Qwikster SpongeBob, and then Invincible SpongeBob, basically progressively in strength of the forms. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Invincible SpongeBob, while being the strongest on paper, literally, is basically featless, so it's like kind of hard to scale him, but we're gonna get to that a bit later. Now, base SpongeBob, as far as strength, like I said, we're gonna go with the most consistent. And see, SpongeBob, he can range anywhere from two marshmallows and a stick level all the way up to planetary. Actually, I think it was actually slightly above planetary, as a matter of fact, like planet and moon level, as in a SpongeBob SquarePants movie, he like became the planet and the moon. It was really weird, kind of like how Sword Superman trying to become the universe, and Infinite Zamasu like became the multiverse and started spreading to another timeline. Well, yeah, imagine SpongeBob doing that, except instead of with the multiverse in another timeline, just imagine it with a planet and a moon. But, yeah, so SpongeBob, now let's get on to his, so, yeah, I'd say a good mid-level for SpongeBob would be anywhere between wall level and, like, freaking continental, because, well, not even continental, maybe, like, anywhere between wall level and city level, considering he has been shown to like destroy the city within a short amount of time without trying at all. Like, just by chucking a few buildings, it'll like destroy the town. So that's important to keep in mind. Now, as far as speed, he has like bus speed feats all the way up until like quintillions of times the speed of light. Like, he was shown crossing the universe in like a few seconds. It was like bizarre. But a good speed feat, I think, is him scaling to Patrick. Like, Patrick, he ran from Earth to the sun and back in approximately 14 seconds, and that would put him at 159 times the speed of light. So that's a pretty impressive feat right there. And I think that's a nice mid-end. And now let's move on to Qwikster SpongeBob. And Qwikster SpongeBob, real quick, we're going to get into a little bit of his lore, which helps us scale him, because he's basically a parody of Flash. Like, the whole, like, it was basically like a parody of the Justice League with, like, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy and, like, SpongeBob and Patrick, where, they were, like, you can imagine them as, like, other Justice League characters. And, I say this because SpongeBob, his suit in the Qwikster form is, okay, imagine the Flash, but his suit is white, right? Now, just imagine that, and boom, you basically have Qwikster SpongeBob. Now, Qwikster SpongeBob, as far as speed, is no joke. Like, he makes base SpongeBob look slow. Like, he went to that one mountain and back at, like, you couldn't even see him move. So you could make the argument that he'd be, like, omnipresent in one universe, which, if you take his lore at face value, base Flash, as a, I guess you can call it a high end, is he's ran faster than teleportation, and that would make him omnipresent in one universe. So he can be anywhere in one universe or everywhere in one universe at the same time. So he can be everywhere in the universe at the same time, essentially, with his speed, right? So and you can basically say his strength scales to a higher end base SpongeBob, which will be planetary, or you can take Flash's low end, and which is actually the Flash's most popular. This is why I'm saying, because the Flash, his most popular strength feat that people like to bring up is his infinite mass punch, being stated to be White Dwarf star level. So if you wanted to, you can say Qwikster SpongeBob is irrefutably infinite speed or omnipresent within one universe, irrefutably, and his strength would be anywhere between planetary and White Dwarf star level. So that's pretty overpowered. But now let's get on to Invincible SpongeBob, which is supposed to be the strongest SpongeBob, but is also the most convoluted. And I say that because it's virtually featless. And, I mean, he only really fights against Burger Beard and Burger Beard's, like, weird ship. But Burger Beard had access to the magical book, which has been stated to be multiversal. So his ship could be anywhere between, like, town level and freaking multiversal. Not even joking. And, SpongeBob was able to tangle, but for the sake of simplicity, we can say SpongeBob has one page, and when he first uses the Invincible form, he used it by writing on one page separate from the book. And also it was stated that SpongeBob has one page in his mind, and so Invincible SpongeBob should be able to utilize that page to its 100% maximum capacity. And that page has been stated to be universal, and it can casually bust universes. Now, it can also rapid fire spam that universe busting attack. Like, it's been stated to only be able to bust one universe. Like, in attack potency, it can destroy one universe. But you can write destroy the universe in the page, an unlimited amount of times until you run out of page room, which is supplemented by SpongeBob's reality warping abilities, because like I said, he can reality warp and make the page, a billion times bigger. Heck, he could probably make the page to the size of, like, the universe, which in that case, you can destroy the universe a unquantifiable amount of times over. So that's important to keep in mind. So he'd be able to have unfathomable stamina, infinite attack potency, infinite speed. Universal attack potency, infinite speed, unfathomable stamina reserves, and his durability, like I said, for base SpongeBob would be above his attack potency, so like Universal Plus. But base SpongeBob, like I said, can be scaled to being universal. So if you really want to go there, you could put Invincible SpongeBob at like multi-universal, so like 2 to 3 times universal. But I'd say a nice safe estimate would be about universal with infinite speed and an unfathomable amount of stamina and nice durability levels. So that's basically all for my SpongeBob power scale. Also, did you ever notice that Illuminati sign on Bubbles' cloak? Like the little pin for the Illuminati sign. Like, it has the Illuminati sign on it. Like, actually, I really want you guys to see. On Bubbles is the freaking Illuminati sign. It's pretty weird. Oh, but it's important to keep in mind that when arguing SpongeBob in a versus debate, that he has a page, he has that page in his head. Like, he literally has a page from the book in his mind. And that means anything in SpongeBob's imagination, he can put on the page in his mind and manifest it. So his already insane levels of reality warping and all that good stuff on the page. And that's also important for versus debates, because if you say if SpongeBob starts off in base, that he'd have no chance unless he had his Qwikster form or his Invincible form. Well, he can literally just make a thought. Like, he can think and then become Qwikster SpongeBob or Invincible SpongeBob. And also, if you really wanted to go there and give SpongeBob the Saitama treatment, you could say that Invincible, since it has Invince in its name, it makes him invincible, which means he's omnipotent if you want to give him the Saitama treatment. But we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. Because of course, if you wink anybody other than Saitama, it's a problem. And honestly, I don't like to wink Saitama anyway. As a matter of fact, one of my subscribers in my comment section was like, dude, the 100 times star level thing is a bit much. And I agree, and he brought up the fact that a sneeze takes 75% of the body's energy, which is true. A sneeze does take up 75% of the body's energy, approximately anyway. So even if you say like he wasn't trying or he used like a sneeze worth of energy, that's still 75%. So even if you're like casually punching, unless you're a trained martial artist, it's likely not less than 75%. In a serious sense, like if you're in a serious confrontation and you want to punch casually, it will most likely be about 75% of your body's total energy. Now, there are, like I said, in a serious situation, like if the planet is at stake, even if you don't mean to try super hard, you'll probably crap out a sneeze worth of energy, right? So that's still a good decent amount of energy, even if it's not 75% effort per se, it'll still be 75% of your body's energy, if you know what I mean. So that's important to keep in mind. So base SpongeBob has the page in his mind and could theoretically think away the universe over and over and over and over again. But yeah, that's something important to keep in mind. So SpongeBob is an absolute monster. I'm gonna place a lot of emphasis on this. He is super overpowered. But now I think it's about time for a recap. Base SpongeBob is about 159 times faster than light. Keep in mind, that's a low ball because he blitzes Patrick on a regular basis. And Patrick's feet was 159 times faster than light. So if you say 159 times faster than light, and anywhere between like wall level and town level for attack potency, durability would be about the same, but of course much higher since of his spongy exterior. And high speed regeneration, which can be anywhere between Cell level and Majin Buu level from Dragon Ball, because sometimes he has trouble regenerating from like shreds. Sometimes he regenerates from shreds with no problem. Sometimes he regenerates he can regenerate from smoke sometimes, and sometimes it's really hard and painful for him to regenerate from smoke. Sometimes he like does it with no difficulty. So yeah, I honestly put him at Cell plus levels. Like honestly, I'd say he can regenerate from being liquefied in a versus battle, because he's done he's been turned into a puddle and regenerated numerous times. So I'd say that would be about where I'd personally put his cap. But if you really wanted to go there, you can just say he has Majin Buu levels of regeneration. And then also he can reality warp. He can like make bubbles sentient. He can make bubbles, he can make his bubbles so that he can walk on them. So he can increase their strength without increasing their density. Then Qwikster SpongeBob would keep all of the crazy hacks, and his speed would now be at an omnipresent level on a universal scale. And his attack potency and durability would be anywhere from planetary to white dwarf star level. Invincible SpongeBob would be anywhere between like universal and like 2 or 3 times universal, which would be like low end multi-universal. And speed would be the same as Qwikster SpongeBob, which would be omnipresent on a universal scale. And then he now has the ability to just crap out bubbles from his head. Like he literally just looks like he's taking a crap, and then he shoots out a butt ton of bubbles from the little wand on his head. But yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. So that's my unironic SpongeBob power scale. Let me know how you liked it. Like I said, if you think I didn't do a good job, let me know in the description, not the description, let me know in the comment section or in my Discord if you want to call me a freaking idiot. You know, like, oh, you winked SpongeBob, or oh, you lowballed him, you suck, you know. Any of those things, let me know in the comment section or in my Versus Discord. I'd love to debate you in my Versus Discord. So, yeah, if you just want to hang out and chill, you can check out my regular Discord. As a matter of fact, after I upload this, I'm going to see what's going on in there, see who I can talk to. But, yeah, that's all I can really think of. Oh yeah, and the links, of course, are in the description. Let me think. Also, if you, let's see. Also, I have merch. Check out the link in the description. Let me think. Check out some more of my versus battles and my power scales. I've power scaled, the Flash before, so you know, and Goku. So I'm gonna have a Bill power scale out. I'm gonna try and do a collab with my friend Death, and yeah, I have a few other versus battles, but yeah, that's all for this video, guys. The Cool Geek out. Bye.